Two dogs started chasing me. I started pedaling my ass off, and one of them bit me in the ass. Literally, I had a fucking tooth, penetrate my ass right butt cheek. It was not a good day, okay? So yeah, this was yesterday. So I get back, I'm fucking make it. Like slide sideways into my driveway, put the bike up. And so, yeah, I felt I was kind of stupid. Then I went back down. The dogs went back towards their house. So I run out in the street and stomped my feet to see, hey, are these motherfuckers just going to attack anyone out in the street? So I stomped my feet like I was running down the street, and here they fucking come at full charge again. I was like, fuck. So I yelled a few explicit things, and I went over to my neighbor's house. I was like, hey, man, this is kind of messed up. These dogs, like, are they chasing people? Okay. So to rewind a little bit, the same two dogs, allegedly, well, not allegedly, they did, like, in our neighbor's yard across the street, like one house over and down from where I stay, these same two dogs, literally for sport, like just killed another, like killed another dog. We're playing with it like it was a pool toy, and it's just a big dog. They just took turns biting it and dragging it, and yeah, animal control had to come out, and they took. Actually, I saw when they took the dog away, the one that other two dogs had basically shredded. It was still halfway, it was still alive. But anyway, so that'll get your damn adrenaline going, man. So yeah, my neighbor across the way, well, he's got grandkids and stuff right over there of course, they're at school at the time. But yeah, these were some nasty dogs. Which, I didn't get bit or anything like that. And I'm thinking, what do I do now? If I'm going to go jog around I was thinking about like taking a little run this morning. Like, what do I run with an aluminum baseball bat? And then, if I get charged, just patong! Because animal control went by there and talked to them and did whatever, because people don't want their grandkids and, being drug off by these mad pit bulls. And yeah, yesterday evening, I'm pretty sure the same two dogs were just out running around. One of them was tearing up the neighbor's trash bags across the street. It was nighttime whenever I was on my way back from the store with my older brother, and I saw two dogs in like that vicinity that looked pretty familiar, like just out roaming around again. So, I think that my thought on that is that, I'm gonna run into a problem with whoever owns the dogs, because I'm gonna have a talk with them and say, hey, look, you and I are gonna have a problem because this is fucked up. We can't have your dogs out here chasing people or biting people. Ultimately, that's what I'm feeling is gonna happen. Someone's gonna end up getting bit and get really hurt by these dogs, but it shouldn't have to come to that. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid of dogs. I love animals. I really like them with country gravy and a little salt and pepper, a little marinara sauce. So yeah, and now thinking that these dogs, they're basically, run around and rip up stray dogs in the neighborhood. Is that true about once they taste blood? Is that true about once they taste blood that they're killers? So that's kind of messed up. And then, yeah, a friend was telling me that he got a new refrigerator, right? Got a new refrigerator, and he set the old one out in his driveway. And he set the old one out in his driveway thinking, this is still a good refrigerator, I got one with an ice maker and double door and all that, but this is still a good, Kenmore refrigerator. He set it out on the curb. And he put a cardboard sign on it that said free. And it sat there for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and he's like, dang, I guess no one needs a refrigerator. And I think it might have been my older brother that said, look, he turned the sign around, and he wrote refrigerator $50 real big on the other side of the sign and taped it on there. So now it says refrigerator $50. And his neighbor said that the next morning he woke up and the refrigerator was gone, that somebody had stole it because he put a price on it. He thought, yeah, that's exactly what he had intended to happen. So yeah, free refrigerator he couldn't give away, but once he put a price on it, somebody stole it. Oh. And do you ever think about statements? Like, I was thinking something that I heard yesterday was like saying, fight fire with fire. Fight fire with fire. Do we really think about these things that we say? They're just words. Because if you really, like, think about that for a minute. Fight fire with fire. Shouldn't you say fight fire with water? You know? Shouldn't you fight fire with something that puts fire out? That doesn't make sense. Fight fire with fire. If somebody burns you, you should burn them. I don't get it. But yeah, guys, whenever I want to encourage people to do what they love to do and to be creative and to join the creative plane and to surround yourself with creative people, to do what you love to do, I never said it would be easy, guys. It's hard, you know? To live life in a certain way and to fill your place in society, you know? I've never said that it's easy, or it's easy to live the creative life, or it's easy to start your own podcast, your own Robcast. However, it's so much more fulfilling at the end of the day whenever your goal is to encourage people to live their dreams. Whenever you set personal goals for yourself and you achieve these goals, and you don't need things like New Year's resolutions to put them in place, you know. And sometimes some of the darkest times of your life are some of the times that it's just you, just to make a change. For my life, I will always 100% have the philosophy that there is always a creative solution out of your situation. You have to use your own mind. Do not go with the flow. Use your own brain, right? Do your own research. Form your own judgments and opinions for yourself instead of just following what the motherfucking competitive wave, going with the tide, says. You know what I mean? You have to do you. And when we're all looking for entities in life and praying to God and all that kind of stuff, all of these things live inside you, and you have this voice inside you. I'm going to call it a spider sense or a sixth sense, an intuition. And the more pure your mind, your body, and your spirit, the more that you live to fulfill your place in society, the stronger this intuition, this sixth sense becomes. And the fulfillment in your life and feeling better about yourself and what you do and your health and all of this kind of stuff plays a major role in your mental stability. I can't express to you enough that I never realized that, stress and hypertension in your life, if you do not deal with it and you're always stressed out and too much on your plate all the time, that your body deals with these things biologically. And it causes major sickness. So not only just to help you look more fit, but like I say, live for your mind, your body, and your spirit. And sometimes you'll luck out and get into maybe some yoga, some mixed martial arts, some martial arts. Things like this will include mind, body, and spirit, all three. And that, my friend, is a triple threat. But yeah, guys, listen to the Robcast. We had a really good interview call in, which we could start doing our weekly call in with Chris Ryder, who is in the rock and roll business. Happens to, I don't know exactly what you call. I call him an operations manager. He works for the Bank of Oklahoma Center and for Kane's Ballroom in beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma. And yeah, check out Robcast number 34. That was the Chris Ryder interview. You want to hear a little bit of craziness? And yeah, it's Friday. Friday the 27th. So guys, we'll do some other programming over the weekend. So yeah, man, have a safe, awesome weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Like go to the zoo or something like that. You might have to wear a sweater. It might not be quite motorcycle weather. However, sometimes we might throw on a jacket and just ride. I had to take a little ride yesterday. It was a little chilly, but guess what? I had to go rip around and check out the old zombie chopper for a little while just to get the adrenaline flowing. So yeah, man, get yourself into a flow state for the day. Release those endorphins into your body and feel good. And, don't just go spank the monkey or whack the lizard or double-click the mouse. However, we'll do some research that could release those endorphins also. So, fuck it, go ahead. Get into the top drawer. Pull out Jeremy, your vibrator, and double-click the mouse. Because we are done. We're here. What Flip's giving me the signal telling me to wrap it up because it's for the morning show. We're going to try to keep it under an hour. And he knows that I might just talk cash shit for another 19 minutes. We need to start you your own show. Give you a fucking mic, Flip. So yeah, if you are getting in shape, that's why I say trying. I need to take try out of my vocabulary. So if you're getting in shape and you're cutting, like I say, it can be confusing. At one point, eggs were supposed to be bad for you. At one point, fat's supposed to be bad for you. Now it's supposed to be good for you. Carbs are bad for you. Anything highly processed is bad. Look, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not a dietitian. I don't know what's good or bad. But again, talking about that intuition inside of you, you can just follow your best judgment, do the best research that you can. But the most important thing is your body knows. I definitely think that sugar is a big can definitely clarify your brain and help you in way other ways if you try to cut some sugar and some highly processed foods out of your diet. I think that's one of the things that's made me feel a whole heck of a lot better. Oh, guys. So, yeah, we got to get out of here for the day. It's Friday. I want you guys to have a safe weekend and just remember all of your hopes and your dreams and your beliefs that you have in yourself. Well, Robcast Radio AM believes in you guys. If you do want to start your own podcast, sit down and hit record. You never know what's going to happen with spontaneous conversation, guys. Your neighbor, your friend across the street or whatever, and all of your hopes and your dreams that you have for yourself, the good Lord believes in you times 100 of that. And that's a fact because I heard that from Joel Osteen, and Joel Osteen's the man. But as a matter of fact, we were talking about, oh goodness, some rock and roll concert, had come through to the Summit. And I was like, yeah, man, that was a good concert, wasn't it? Oh, no more tours, no more tears, no more tours. Ozzy back in the 90s. I was at the Summit and Ryder was like, yeah, man, and now that's the church. I said, I think they should go, play the church now. Let Ozzy go play there at Lakewood. I mean, it's his old stomping grounds. He's been there before. Oh, but yeah, what a great place to have. It is talk about a nice church. I'm saying it used to be the Coliseum used to be right down the road, but anyway, guys, look, no more gibberish jabbering. I'm gonna get out of here because I've got some other things to do, other programming to record. But thank you very much for tuning in. Follow the show. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. You can listen anytime again on YouTube. The audio is always on YouTube. And I would encourage you to live your dreams. Wake up every single day doing what you love to do. And there's always a creative solution out of your situation, guys. You got to use your own brain. Follow those spider senses. And you're not going to do it all in a day. Start with 5 minutes a day doing what you love to do, guys. And then, take it up to 10. Take it up to 15. And the next thing you know, what you love to do could possibly be paying your bills. You know what I'm saying? say, I have faith in you, and the good Lord has that times 100. So rock and roll, guys.